Hello friends, welcome back. I'm Beth, here to help you fulfill your potential in meditation. As most of you know, I don't have just one method that I teach to everybody, like one size fits all. Instead, I much prefer to teach people one-on-one. And the reason is that you're all different. So please use these videos as a guideline, and if there's anything that isn't quite working for you or anything that doesn't quite fit, then be in touch. I'll be more than happy to discuss those things with you one-on-one. Today's video is about overcoming ditthi, or wrong view, in our vipassana practice. Now, as our vipassana practice deepens, what we usually notice is that some defilements are very sticky, they're very persistent, and ditthi, usually translated as wrong view, is one of those defilements that can be really sticky, really persistent in the practice. Now, ditthi, wrong view, is the mental factor that believes that something is me or mine. So, in all of this perishing namarupa materiality and mentality, ditthi believes that part of it is me or mine, part of it is self. It can also manifest as the belief that something is permanent or something is happiness. In other words, ditthi believes the opposite of the three characteristics that we are seeing in our vipassana practice of anicca, dukkha, anatta. Impermanence, suffering, and non-self. Ditthi wants to believe in permanence and happiness and self. Now, in one way, any kind of vipassana practice that we do is going to start to overcome this defilement of ditthi, because as we see those three characteristics of impermanence, suffering, and non-self, there's going to be less and less capacity for ditthi to arise. But some vipassana methods more powerfully target that ditthi, that wrong view, than others. And specifically in the Pali texts, it tells us that when we emphasize discerning the characteristic of anatta, non-self, it's a more powerful weapon against that wrong view, that ditthi, than other techniques. Now, there are various vipassana methods that we can use to emphasize discerning that quality of anatta, non-self. For example, we could use the 5 khandha method, 5 aggregates. We could look at the different types of anattato, or we could use the 5-fold method of no sami, nivasi, vedaka, karaka, aditayaka. No owner, dweller, feeler, doer, or manager. Now, I've made separate videos about those 3 vipassana methods, so I'll link them below this video. If you haven't done so already, you can take a look at those videos and also do the practice if you notice that this ditthi, wrong view, is very sticky in your vipassana practice. What we can also do is practice vipassana on that wrong view. So that wrong view is just a mental process. So when we notice it arising, we can find that mental process that holds the wrong view, and we can practice vipassana on that. And we can practice vipassana again, emphasizing the characteristic of anatta, non-self. We can also find whatever it is that we're believing to be self, or believing to be happiness or permanence, and we can emphasize practicing vipassana on that. Again, emphasizing the characteristic of anatta, non-self. So that's what I have to say today about removing or overcoming ditthi, wrong view, in our vipassana practice. If there's anything that's unclear to you, anything that you're unsure about, then be in touch with me and I'll be more than happy to discuss those things with you one-on-one. It's really important that we have this clear, because ditthi, wrong view, is a defilement that we need to overcome in order to attain nibbana. But now is the time to get off of those screens, get onto the cushions and actually do some practice. There's a remainderless ending of all suffering, so let's not waste time. As most of you know, I do all of my work on a donation basis, so I encourage you to support me either through Patreon or through my website so that I can continue to make these videos. Thank you so much for your support. Wishing you the best with your meditation.